I don't begrudge these people or you your opinion. I will discuss it and debate it, but I'm not going to go around and go, oh, who are you? Why are you here? Type of thing, because that's all that you've just done. Well, you know, it comes across as a bit, what's the word?
What comes across as fast?
Your statements, your questions are, who are these? Somebody put them up to it, blah, 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 as if there's a conspiracy and it's some kind of far right-wing Nazi type of thing.
Asking questions isn't support, is it?
It's the way you did it. The emotional ones who don't think objectively, don't think of long-term, don't understand the Middle East at all. They just want it one way. Arab, that is it.
Mate, stop filming. That'd be our fault.
That wasn't my fault. So we're back again. We're live at the end of the Palestine march, and they have all gone straight at the assembled groups. The assembled group of Israelis. They're all heading straight over. Let's see if we can get there a bit quicker. And they're all here. And the group of Israelis and Jews and proud people of their nations are still here, and the rest of them have come along to confront them. They want the confrontation. They're desperate for confrontation. Closer and closer. Huh?
Somebody's put them up to it. No doubt.
What, you mean that they shouldn't be allowed or something?
No. What I'm saying is that someone's instigated this.
Yeah, themselves. They did it.
Oh, are they? Do we know them? You know them?
Why do you want to know them?
I don't want to know them. That's why we're looking down the road, see if anybody I recognise.
Why do you want to know them? What's your interest in that other people have got a different opinion to you? Why is it so important to you that everybody follows your opinion?
It's not important to me at all.
Right, but you're willing to come here and confront and then say, who's put them up to this? Who are these people? Why are they here?
I'm just curious, that's all.
You're just curious for what reason though, and the reason seems to be you can't believe that they've got such a different opinion to you.
Everyone's allowed to their own opinion, mate.
Exactly.
Yeah. But, you know, it's open to criticism.
I don't begrudge these people or you your opinion. I will discuss it and debate it.
That's all right.
But I'm not going to go around and go, oh, who are you? Why are you here? Type of thing. Because that's all that you've just done.
Just curiosity, mate.
Well, you know, it comes across as a bit, what's the word? Fascist.
What comes across as fascist?
Your statements, your questions of who are these? Somebody put them up to it. Blah blah blah. As if there's a conspiracy and it's some kind of far right wing Nazi type of thing.
Asking questions isn't a fascist approach, is it?
It was the way you did it.
Well, that's how you perceived it, not
Well,
how I said it.
I'll let other people determine what they think. Were you asking genuine, neutral questions, or did you have nuance in there?
I'm just surprised there's so many of them, because usually, like I said, there's only 2 of them, or 3 of them maybe at the most.
Well, they organised that they were going to do a counter-protest. So you don't just do that by nobody turning up. You organise it. I mean, just like what happens here every single Saturday. It's organised by pro-Hamas, pro-terrorist supporters, and it takes in emotional people who don't understand
What this
the
gentleman
whole
doesn't
thing.
understand is stood amongst the serene offending and disarmament. No convict for Jew hate racism in this square at Leeds now to take court.
Yeah.
These pissy know that they're there. I can point you to are you happy to stand alongside a convicted racist? No, answer my question.
Can you complete yourself? What you know, mate?
Are you happy to stand alongside a convicted Jew hating racist?
I'm a bit
Are you happy to stand alongside a convicted Jew hating racist?
I'm happy to stand along them, but they're here for peace.
No, they're not. The convicted Jew hating racist. If they're here for peace, they're telling the convicted Jew hating racist to go. Why do they have to be here?
They're aggressive, innit?
No, well, I'll put it this way. When you say they're here for peace, they're not. They're here for genocide of Israel and Israelis. From the river to the sea, end the occupation. It's all about annihilate Israel, and we know in history that means annihilate the Israelis and the Jews.
That's not right.
That's who you're with. That is who you are with. You are pro-genocide if you stand on that side.
Generalise and say all them people are here for that.
Because you're all singing from the river to the sea and end the occupation as if the occupation is the whole. What is the illegal occupation?
It was gifted to them by the English.
Oh, so you're saying the whole of Israel is an illegal occupation. In other words, from the river to the sea, you want to annihilate Israel and annihilate the Israelis and the
That's your
Jews.
perception.
Because that's exactly what would happen.
That's not what I've said, is it?
I'm sorry, buddy. That's what you support. That's what they are planning and want, and you're with them.
You're just assuming what I support.
I'm not.
You haven't asked me what I support.
I'm taking the evidence that you are alongside these people.
I'm in support of a peaceful resolution.
And what is the peaceful resolution? Eliminate Israel. That's what you just said.
Are they eliminating the Palestinians as
No.
we speak.
No, there's 2 million of them. There's 2 million of them. No, they're eliminating terrorists.
There hasn't been 50,000 deaths then.
They're eliminating the terrorists. And there happens to be some unfortunate stuff that goes on.
Do you class children as terrorists?
Would you class little babies taken as hostages and then killed by hand, strangled by Hamas, by people in Gaza before they were taken back?
I don't believe Hamas. I don't
Oh,
know
right.
exactly what.
Oh, okay,
What the
okay.
mainstream
I don't believe a word you're saying because you've just taken on their propaganda. Look where we stand now. Look where we stand. Look where we stand. Yeah?
Music is absolutely shit. They are rapists. They are murderers.
Yeah? So there's a fight for music here. There's a fight for noise. There's a fight for somebody to get the biggest word out. The louder that you can be, the more important you are. I'm really interested by the men with hill lady. That's more an anti-America and anti-military thing in general. So let's have a bigger view of what's going on here. So the Jewish side have stayed exactly where they were. They have stayed, they have not moved forward, they've not done anything. And the antagonists, the hard antagonists, the ones that really want issues to come out, are all there. And some of them are shouting and singing over there. Some have gone, some have left. And I haven't worked out how to use my live streaming stuff yet, because my hand keeps going in front of my action camera, which screws up my video. It's been quite an interesting march actually, because there was a lot more of them than usual, than previous in the last few weeks. And we had a small contingent of the Jewish community from Leeds, maybe from further afield, just do an assembly here. And the concept of somebody that disagrees with them is difficult for the pro-Palestinians to take. Every time there is one voice that says anything, they all jump on them. They can't stand the idea that somebody disagrees with them.
What's your YouTube name?
Monday Media.
Ah, you're Monday.
Yeah.
I watched your stuff, I didn't know.
Have you? Have you? Thank you very much.
I didn't know who you were. Is this the first one you've done when we've been here?
Yeah, it's usually only Vic and Hayden that are here, and the tall, older guy.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes.
Okay.
But this is the first time really where there's been a group of you that I've seen.
Well, the last one we did was December.
Right.
Yeah. We did all last year. Well, most of it.
Yeah.
First one then.
They really don't like it. They don't like the idea that anybody might have a different opinion to them at all. It's like, yeah, exactly. It's like,
But also, when it's just them talking to themselves, right? So, but then we turn up. We're just an abstract thing when we're not here, and then we turn up. They see they can't cope with the Israeli flag. It's like a red rag to us.
well, so's the Union flag. The Union flag's the same.
Anything that displays democracy or Western
Yeah, or
values,
pride in your nation, or patriotism. Yes.
or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
They go, I can't cope with it.
Yeah.
As you saw,
All the time.
Like
All the time.
like a herd of animals.
Yeah.
You know, it really is. I'm being filmed up there.
You certainly are, yeah.
They're all wonderful people.
Well, there are exactly 0 people watching.
No. But they might watch later.
They will when I download it and then mix it in with this to produce video. I'll have to try and get rid of Hayden's music. He ruins it for me.
Go hear what they're talking about.
It's the same old, really. And
They don't get many people anymore, do they?
no, this is probably one of the biggest that they've had for 2 or 3 months. Yeah.
And that was only because they knew we were coming.
Yep. That's my view of it anyway. Yeah.
Wow, interesting. Last year they used to get quite a lot of people. They just gradually dwindled.
People have started realising what's actually going on. A lot of people, I think.
The problem is what the problem is the thought people.
Yes,
The hardcore.
exactly. It's the hardcore. The hardcore is left. The emotional ones who don't think objectively, don't think of long term, don't understand the Middle East at all. They just want it one way. Arab. That is it. Probably one of the biggest that they've had. Yeah.
Wow, interesting. Last year they used to get quite a lot of people. They just gradually dwindled.
People have started realising what's actually going on. A lot of people, I think.
The problem is what the problem is the thought people.
Yes,
The hardcore.
exactly. The emotional ones who don't think objectively, don't think of long term, don't understand the Middle East at all. They just want it one way. Arab. That is it. Hold it. Hold it.
Murdered by cowards, and here we have another PSC person arrested. Well done. That's all I can do.
Oh, there was a kick in the nuts and a headbutt.
Put your arm behind your back. Put your arm behind your back.
Give up. Stop resisting and give up your arm. Stop resisting.
Can you just move back for us a little bit, just so we can do our job? It's not nice being oppressed, is it? Hello. It's not nice being oppressed.
My live stream just disappeared. So I don't know who this guy was at all, but I did see him.
Especially not now. You
Don't all follow.
Police brutality.
I saw you punch him and kick him in the nuts.
It's not had a 32 search yet, right? Should we get a bit further away? Towards Red Bank. And then I'll get down to Leeds Central.
What made you do it?
I was annoyed with the police there. Just letting them do it.
Letting who do what?
But remember,
All
in
right.
caution. Alright, you'll be questioned about the offence. You don't need to say anything.
All I'm saying is, all they see on telly is the absolute genocide of people in
You
Palestine.
have to be back return.
So you were annoyed with the Israelis being there?
Yeah, not the people, the government.
You were annoyed with the government being there? I didn't see any government there.
So the protester,
Well, wouldn't they, would you?
kicked the copper straight in the bollocks. Punched him in the face.
And then I need to see a copper that fucking thought it was out to punch me. So me and him can go, you know what I mean?
He took you down.
but he's not, he's a fucking fanny.
And I advise you to just say no.
Oh, what are you? Where are you from?
I'm a legal observer and I'm here to watch the police. I've witnessed that they've...
Police brutality, that's what it is.
I know, it's police brutality and I've written it all down and I'll report it.
They're alright when there's like 20 of them and fucking grab you like this.
The camera does not lie.
But 1 to 1, they're fannies.
The camera does not lie.
So you went at the Israelis.
Then he went to the copper.
You what?
You went at the Israelis.
No, I didn't. I was talking to him.
Okay.
And the next minute, a copper came for me.
What do you mean by for you? Asked you to move?
Pushed me away, yeah. This okay. Fucking grabbed hold of me.
So you punched him?
I'm trying to say, I'm on my fucking son's stand up.
So your reaction was to kick him in the nuts or to knee him, was it?
Defend yourself, don't you?
Okay, so he's just getting you away and you knee him in the nuts.
Papa Lima 3, can I come in?
And then you punch one of them.
We're walking to Leeds Central with
Is that right?
now. It's compliant at the minute, but I'm around.
Is that right?
Thinking there's a van waiting for us. We're getting followed by a couple of auditors as well and a legal observer.
Oh, yeah.
The van being there, so
me?
do our job.
I'm Monday Media from YouTube.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Who are you? Nice wink.
Yeah, that's it. If anyone's at Leeds Central monitoring, and we can just place them in a car in the back of there, it is calmed down somewhat.
And we got an alleged legal observer. No idea what kind of legal training they've got.
Zero legal training. They just rely on the same thing as us, Section 17 of Public Order Act. To observe and report on a protest.
Is there anything else you'd like to say? So I think I actually caught most of it, but then for some reason my live stream finished.
Is there anything on you that you need to know about me?
Sorry?
Is there anything on you that I need to know about?
No.
Get that for us, man. I did. Yeah, he might get some. He might get prison time for that. You know, that was serious. That. Yeah, it's all an emergency worker. Allegedly. On camera.
Allegedly on camera.
Leeds yours.
Sort of, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Training for them.
I don't think the government would claim.
Yeah, you've got one more. Oh, yeah. I'll just go up a tiny bit towards the doors. We're not going in, don't we? Just face wall for me. Just face wall for me. Asking you nicely, just face wall for me. There's wall. There we go.
Jiu-jitsu black belt.
So this was a bit of an interesting end to the alleged peaceful protest, where this guy goes to confront the Jewish contingent. The police get in front of him and move him back, and he decides to get violent.
Put this case more, I'll go get it for you. Yeah.
News Now Yorkshire says that he'll go and get the van for them. He'll bring it round.
Oh, I'll look at it. Yeah.
It seems like it's a bit of a busy day in Leeds today. There's usually 5 or 10 vans hanging around somewhere.
Just as my viewers are starting to die off the double living.
And it says here,
I were in Headingley once, dressed as a cop.
Leeds Central Police Station, and this is it, is no longer open to members of the public. Your closest public counter is at Ellen Road Police Station, just up from the football stadium.
Freedom.
Oh, now.
And it looks like it's not only closed to members of the public when they are being lawful, it looks like it's closed.
All the freedoms that you miss.
It's closed for dealing with illegality.
What do you think of freedoms?
Which freedoms?
The freedom to film in public?
The freedom to film in public is a really important right. It's
great for us.
Part of our standard democratic requirements, alongside freedom of speech, freedom of expression, freedom of movement, freedom to do lawful stuff.
What about freedom of kicking coppers in the nutsack?
Well, you're free to do it, but somebody might determine that it's illegal.
They might arrest you and slam you to the ground.
Yes, you're free to actually do anything, but there might be laws against it, and you might be in trouble.
Yeah, I think so.
So for anybody that's wondering, I was talking with News Now Yorkshire then.
Hello.
And
someone inside.
And he is also live right at the moment, so if you're watching this on a computer, pull up another tab, put them on half screen each. You can watch News Now Yorkshire's stream on one, you can watch mine on another, and you can pick and choose which audio you have.
That is a great idea, you know, right? I'll just repeat the same to my audience. We've got nearly 400 people in here. For those of you that don't know, this is Monday Media. He is live as we speak. He has been filming all day. We will have 2 different perspectives of the day. If you want to go and watch his live stream, pull it on a separate tab. Not just cancel mine. That won't be after.
Alright.
Yeah, go watch him as well. Make sure you watch him.
I'm still going to keep hold of it.
I've done my, I've said my.
Alright, okay, I'm just saying. We'll still keep hold of it. But if you kind of
Oh, yeah, you
your
can
hand
do
a
what you
little,
like.
yeah, it'll just feel a
But
bit
that right one's really tight. Yes.
So if you really want to know what's actually gone on here, just watch the last minute or so of my previous live, and then it's suddenly finished. And then watch from the beginning of this, which is only 15 minutes ago, I think, something like that.
Why don't you just set your name and number, then I can go off. Right.
He thinks that he can just go off home if he gives them his details.
69, he'll have the numbers of them.
when
The driver was just meant to be
what he did was, as a pro-Palestine supporter, he went and confronted the Israeli supporters, and the police went up to him and started moving him back because they wanted a bit of space in between the two sets, and this guy didn't like it. So he, what I saw was his head flew into the face of the copper that was moving him back, and then he punched him. Oh no, not his head, not his head. Was it his head? I mean, I know there was a knee involved to the groin at one point.
Someone says he didn't knee him in the private area, he kneed him in public.
Somebody's funny in News Now Yorkshire's stream.
I've seen him tap it into that, so but I've seen I want a minute with my breath to me.
So yeah.
Should we leave this and go back?
Yeah.
Might be a while for this van.
Might be a while for the van. He might do a runner though. He might try and do a runner with the cuffs on. That would be interesting.
He's faster, she'll catch him.
But I don't understand why there is no van here. They called for the van about 6 or 7 minutes ago, and there's usually loads of vans here.
He's dropping someone off at Ellen Road, isn't he?
Is it just the one van? There's usually loads.
Yeah, they might have someone else around, but we don't know caller numbers to call them.
Yeah.
They can get an Uber.
They get an Uber, yeah.
There you go. Vizu, advanced bookings only. That'll be faster. So we're waiting for the money shot. I think that's what Marty and News Now Yorkshire call it.
I don't think I'm going to wait.
We'll get a bit of wind on me.
Everything all right?
Yeah, good mate, have a good day.
And you? Is it all finished? Is it all gone? Huh? No.
They're still there?
Still there.
Oh, we'll go back then.
Oh, we're going back?
It's done that. All there.
All done. There's nothing there. Did anything else happen afterwards?
Nah.
Street Hawk?
Somebody collapsed.
Someone fainted.
Someone fainted?
And they all kicked off.
And they all kicked off?
Yeah.
Who kicked off?
Right, well, they carried on playing the music, did the Palestinian side, while the Jewish side, Israeli side stopped playing it. And then they started looking silly because they carried on. So then they started saying to me, stop filming. That'd be your fault.
That wasn't my fault. I'm trying to bloody tell you, don't go over. I'm grabbing your bike, everything, and you're just going, what the fuck's going on? I'm off into the middle of the road.
Cold. Anyway, so
what has being full of coke got to do with it?
My brain's shut down.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so then they turned to everyone and said, stop filming. Give her respect. Well, she was covered up, so I didn't even film anyway, so, but they were screaming at me.
What side was she from?
Palestinian side.
Okay.
Then the Jewish side said, we'll give her help her, but she got medical people, and they said you can get lost, and it was just silliness. But yeah, anyway.
So they basically said, here, we've got some medics here, we can help you, and they said no.
Yeah.
On behalf of somebody that's lying on the floor, fainted, possibly unconscious, the rest of them said, no, we don't want your help.
And then at the end, they said, one of the Jewish guys said, well, why haven't you kicked out the people who have been convicted of racism? And he just went, don't care. And I thought, well, yeah, that's why people haven't turned up. That's why it's dead now, because people are sick of it, even on the pro-Palestinian side. But he doesn't care, like you said. And I said, well, why did you make him? And he tried to pretend he didn't support. And I said, hang about, you put them in yellow vests, 2 of them. So you clearly support their views. Oh, he says, was that recent? I went, well, it's about a few weeks ago. I mean, it's... But I mean, that's why no one turns up now. They've killed their own protest because they just turned out, you know what I mean? That all the people actually did support them, I think quit. And it's just the ones who just want to cause hassle. And you saw that today. You see the difference between this group. I mean, actually last week Manchester lot let themselves down, but normally it's like you just don't get the comms from the Manchester lot.
I agree with you. I agree with you 100%.
Look how many people have been convicted. I mean, it's not one, it's 5 or 6. Or even those who haven't been convicted, there's been several have been grabbed by the police. What's going on?
Well, he's still waiting outside this non-police station.
Oh, I got taken to the ages ago. Is he on the Palestinian side?
Yes.
Yeah,
so he's from the Palestinian side. He went up to the Israeli side.
Yeah.
Did whatever, got a bit too close. The police decided they wanted him to move back. He decided he didn't want to move back and needs someone in the bollocks.
Yeah, policeman.
Huh?
I think with a policeman.
It was?
Yeah.
Need a copper in the bollocks.
Yeah, not the smartest thing.
Then he might have headbutted somebody, I can't remember.
I don't know,
but he definitely threw a punch. And then...
I forgot about cameras, but...
So the PLO have returned. So we're still live. And I guess they can't take him in that.
What a legend.
Here it is.
Oh yeah, I think I've come across him.
Yeah.
Here he is. He's arrived at last.
So, you get those before.
Yeah. Alright, I'm supporting you. Are you supporting you? To the side. Thank you. All in.
Big slam on that last door, please. Big slam. Go on, go for it.
Yeah. There we go.
Better than the last one.
Yeah.